Hi everyone, it's Trevor Fagan from Newfoundland, Canada. Today we're going to take my trusty PV Nashville 112 amplifier. We're going to do a modification on that today. Hopefully it'll do some improvements for it. What we're going to do is be changing the operational amplifier chips in the preamp section of the board. So before we start, let's just take a listen to see what it sounds like, before the modification is done, and we'll do it again after. To see if there is a difference, in fact. There you go. So no effects, just a little bit of reverb, and that's what it sounds like right now. Alrighty, so now as you can see, we've got the chassis out of the cabinet. So looking right here, this board here in the front with the knobs on it, that is the preamp section of the amplifier. Okay, back here, I'm not sure if you can see this, but back here we got the final transistors. These are the actual the amplifier, the power amp that drives the speakers. But when it comes to signal processing, it all takes place pretty much up here in the preamp section. So originally, from the factory, PV equipped these with operational amplifiers. They were BA4560s. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those in there. These were, pretty much the low end. They were cheaper stuff. I suspect that PV did this, I guess, as a cost-saving measure, just to be able to pop out an amplifier, that's affordable for everyone. But today, what we're going to do is pop in a set of 2134s from Texas Instruments. These, to many audiophiles, these got the Brown Burr technology in them. To the audiophiles, folks will consider these to be really, really high-end stuff. Okay, so before we start, I've got my wristband on. Okay, because these things are very, very sensitive. They can be pretty sensitive to static. So we'll find a grounding point. Here we go. Nothing better than the actual marked grounding point that comes on the chassis. So now we're all connected, so basically I can touch things on the board. My body is the same electrical potential as everything else, and this minimizes any chance of frying one of these chips. Okie dokie, so let's get started. So right here I've got a looks like a little pair of tweezers. What this actually is a special tool for removing ICs. Just kind of get underneath and work them out. So let's get started. You got to be very careful that we just grab the chip and not the socket as well. You don't want to pull the socket out. There you have it, folks. That's one of the original chips, the BA4560. All right, so I'm going to continue popping out the other ones, and then we'll get back to installing the new ones. Alrighty, so we got all 5 of these out safely. And as you can see, the sockets are there, ready to receive the new chips. Now guys, it's worthy to note, this packaging that these things come in is also anti-static, okay? So before, it's really, really important if you try this at home, to make sure that you get yourself grounded, okay, to the to the equipment before you handle any of this stuff. These chips here are actually, they're a little bit more expensive. They're quite pricey compared to the standard stuff that PV puts in their amplifiers. Alrighty. Now I'm not sure if you can see on this, it's really important that these things are oriented the same way they came out. Not sure if you can see on this camera, probably not. But yeah, right here at the end, there's actually like a little dimple there. Okay, so when I took the old chips out, that dimple was pointed in this direction, down this way. So we got to make sure that this goes back in the exact same orientation as it came out. Okay. Just got to be very careful because the contacts on these are pretty delicate. There we go. So that's the first one in, nice and snug in the correct orientation. And moving right along, and again we'll check for orientation. Make sure we got these things turned the right direction, and we now do. Alrighty. And again, very carefully line this up, folks. You don't want to mess this up. Very important. Alrighty, so I'm not going to bore you with the rest of this. I'm going to continue to plug in the remaining 3 and put this thing back in its cabinet, and we'll turn it on and see if this makes a difference. Alrighty, everything's back together. Let's get her fired up here and see if it makes any difference. So these are the same settings as before. Let's see if this makes any difference. Whoa, certainly is a lot brighter, a little bit louder. Very, very clean. I like it. Really nice. Yeah, it's done a little something to the reverb as well, I think. Wow, awesome. Great, thanks for watching.